All the little good things you do, they make me no. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby, come.
Hey y'all! Happy Valentine's Day. Self-love day, whatever you want to call it. If you don't have a Valentine's, be your own Valentine's. That's what I'm doing. So it's self-love day, y'all. Self-love day should be every day. But today's podcast just came from like a conversation I was having with my friend. I was like, oh my gosh, I should make this a topic and then upload it for Valentine's Day. Of course, it is Valentine's Day, so hopefully this video do get uploaded today. But I just wanted to talk about dating in this world, in this generation, this life, how, things get a little shaken up, what's difficult about it, what's not difficult about it, give you guys some advice or whatever. Now, while I was thinking about it when we had the conversation, I had to drop down like my points or whatever, so this might be all over the place, so excuse me if it is all over the place. I hope you guys do watch it and enjoy it. So let's get right into it right now. So the conversation that me and my friend was having, we was just talking about my dating life as to how like I wanted to stop, but I was like, my mom was like, why would you do that? Like, if you ever heard of the plan to fail, then prepare to fail, something like that. It's something like that. And you should use that in all areas of your life, which is what my mom was telling me about the dating and stuff. Like, I just felt like it's so stressful. For me, dating is stressful. And when I say dating, because when people say dating, they think that you're having sex with multiple people. And that's not dating. That's not the... I don't want to say what I was about to say, but that's not dating. That's not the original definition of dating. Dating is getting to know people, going out on dates, courting, and getting to know people and feeling a vibe without having sexual intercourses to avoid soul ties. Of course, soul ties is a spiritual thing, so I mean, you don't have to have sexual relations with somebody to have a soul tie. You can literally just be getting soul ties just based off of conversation and touching people. Like, it's just all depends on you and how you are as a person. Me and my family, everybody knows when it comes to like love, a relationship, I'm gullible, but I'm not at the same time. I'm very, my uncle like to use this word, is emotionally intelligent. And I just get better at it because being emotionally intelligent is not just also like having like falling for fast or whatever. It's also like being able to know how you want people to treat you and cutting it off, and cutting ties if it needs to be, recognizing which don't need to be there. And I've gotten a lot way better. So like, yeah. But that is dating. Dating is having options. I don't want to say what we like to say now, hoes, because that's not what it is. It's just having people that you are coaching or you're being courting or whatever the case may be. So that's what I mean by dating. And I was saying, like, people, when they're dating, not having options, some people get caught up in the dating whirlwind and have all of these perceptions and imaginary worlds going on in their head because they don't have the boundaries, they don't understand it. But when some people go into dating, they go into dating focusing on the now, how it could benefit you now, and this and that and the third, which is not bad. You should always go into something on how it would benefit you now, but you also should look beyond that. That's how I do. So I don't just look at now, or I look beyond that when I'm dating. Like, if I look your ways because I'm interested in you, it's because I see that there's a potential between me and you, or that like we really can shake something up, build. Because me dating, I don't want to just be a sit down wife. I mean, one day, eventually, yes, but I want to build with whoever I'm with. So therefore, I'm not just looking for what is beneficial me now. I'm looking for what it could be in the future, and looking beyond that. And in that process, when you do that, that's how the imaginary things and stuff that you make up in your mind comes about. You have to know how to do that without making up these stories and scenarios in your head about one person, because when you're dating, you should have options. You should see and play it out, you know? So that is just, dating is like a process, and it's a curse and a blessing to me. Like I said, dating is kind of draining for me because I I don't understand how people cheat, because dating is almost like that. Except you're not in a relationship. You're just pouring energy into multiple people, and when you're pouring energy, you're draining energy to you, and you have to pour back into yourself. And for me, sometimes I forget to pour back into myself. Honestly, like I have to take mental days, not just because of dating, but school too. But dating is the most stressful thing that you could do, especially when you have a variety of options and you're messing with one other and the other isn't messing with you as much as you're messing with that person. But then you have this person that's giving you the same energy that you're giving to somebody else, and it's like a back and forth thing. You don't want to be like, I don't like that. Like I genuinely didn't. I don't like dating. I just really want to find my person, or my person find me, and we just let's go get married today. Yeah, I'm just, but no, because I mean, sometimes relationships do work that way sometimes, but realistically in this world, that's not happening. I mean, unless I find somebody else who's genuinely hearted, like kind-hearted, like yeah. So, you want to be careful. That's basically what I was saying. You want to be careful of the reality that you're creating. Like, don't create these things in your head while you're dating. You have to stay open. My mom used to tell me, don't put all your eggs in one basket, which is something I used to do all the time. I still kind of do it. Yeah, I still kind of do it a little TT, not too much, but you know. So just see. And that's why I used to, when I talk to people about dating, I'd be like, I don't want to be a girlfriend. I'd rather date until somebody decides that they want to be with me, so they want to propose to me and be like, yeah, I want to be in your life. I want to be in your life forever, and I want you in my life forever type thing. Because when I look at dating and being a girlfriend, it's almost the same thing. The only difference is when you're a girlfriend, you're not supposed to have options, versus dating, you could have those options. Well, why would I be your girlfriend when we can just be dating, where I'm not wasting my time, where we're together for 3 years, and then you're like, yeah, this is not what I want. You know, that's how I see, that's how I seen it. But me dating and talking to people who I do talk to and seeing the different views, I understand too. So it's just like, it depends for me to be a girlfriend on the person and how they view certain things. Then yeah. But I know I want a family, I want a relationship, I want to be married. Not just because I want that title, but because I'm a family person. I want to build with one person, and I want to do everything with one person. So that's me. As far as not creating, to be careful of not creating the false narratives in your head, and stay true to reality, is just to pay attention and really take them mental days, because that's really going to help you. You want to take those stuff to yourself. You're going to take those days to yourself, and you're going to think about what you have going on with certain such and such, and you're going to ask yourself, like you should be asking yourself, is this what I want? Is this the reality? Separate the false narrative and the reality from the difference between, and pay attention to effort, communication, consistency, the actions. Those are my 4 main things when I'm dating. That's what I'm looking for. Beyond that, everything else, relationship is never going to be easy. So you have to figure it out. And when you're with somebody, you want to pick somebody that you want to go through hell and back with. because a relationship is not gonna be rainbows. Obviously, you're going to go through hell and back. You're gonna pick that one person that you wouldn't mind going through those hell and back with. And for me, if you can communicate, if you can be consistent, if you can give effort, and you can put all of those into action and show me that you're interested, you got you a rider. Like, real, that's me. And when I'm dating, I'm an open book. So like, it's nothing you can never hide. It's nothing I can never hide, or that you got to figure out. Cause I'll tell you, or you just, like, I don't hide anything, but I do keep certain things, like, to things, because sometimes people use certain things against you, and you don't want to be like that. Now, if you're strong, Carter, and you don't care, and like, if you're very, very emotionally intelligent, not nonchalant, I'm not talking about nonchalant, then it wouldn't really be a problem. But dating, you have to be really strong for that in this generation, for real. I think that's one of the main things in dating, is that people mix up dating and messing around in situationships, and those are completely different things. Dating healthy is dating and seeing somebody without having the sexual intercourses and stuff like that, because that's when you get confused on what's going on, or you don't know what this is. I definitely say communication is definitely one of the big misconceptions and thing that's missing in a lot of relationships, period. Not just relationships, but yeah, because if you talk and communicate and open and have deep conversations, you can avoid a lot of miscommunication as well. So that's a few. I also think that another thing with dating is that when you are dating, and if you are one of those people who create those false narratives in your head, you could potentially be blocking your blessing or your lesson by trying to pour into someone. So once someone shows you something, like, I'm gonna say, believe it. Once they show you who they are or how they move, believe it. You can't be trying to give something to somebody who's asking you for communication and consistency and not returning the same thing, and you pouring into them. That's the red flag right there. They want these things that they can't even give you. So if they're asking for something that they can't give you, leave. Just simple as that. Life is not TV. It's not a script. So unfortunately, the TV love and the TV relationships, I fight for you, I'll go through you, do this, certain things is just what do you call it, deal breaker. Certain things are deal breaker in real life that you will see on TV that wouldn't be. So like, don't be like, oh, I want that, like, and if anything, create your own narrative in your own head of how you want your life to be, based off what you want. And then another thing I would say is, when you're dating, you attract what you are. So if you don't like the type that you're getting, or you don't like the people that are around you, then look at yourself. That's not always a big thing, but look at yourself and figure out what you don't like. Well, not what you don't like, because you can like everything about yourself, but what you want from somebody, become that. That's what I'm trying to say, basically. What you want from somebody, become that. And you will notice a difference. Sometimes I have to do that, because what I want, people who I was attracting can't give me what I want, especially future. And I'm not talking about now. I'm not even thinking about now. My head is so far gone, like, future wise. But that's another thing. So don't be blocking your blessings by ignoring and being ignorant at what you already know. Like, if you know, go. That's it. Just cut it off. Like, it's not that hard. I've gotten get better at, accepting the signs for what it is, and walking away. And sometimes, like I said, dating is a process, and I think that's what it is. You got to go through all of these things to learn how to know the difference between, you know, somebody not. I don't really, it's very simple, but it's not. For me, I am getting better at knowing the difference when this is a red flag and a green flag. And once you show me that, I'm gone. Like, I'm gone. I can't give you something that I know I know what I'm capable of giving. I know what I'm capable of doing. So I'm not gonna just pour that into you until I can see. Like, I'm gonna see what you can do, and I'll give you a taste of a little bit. And if you can't reciprocate or give, or people like to say that they do this or they're that, but they really can't. You know, you can't give me what I want. Just chop it down to you. If you can't give me what I want, then I gotta go. Um, don't just go into dating blindly. Like, know the process of dating. Dating is definitely a process. I almost think that is similar to a healing process, or maybe it's just the way how I do things. Like, everything I do is a process, and I have a step. So it's like a step is due to the next thing. That's how I operate. Like, I have a vision board that fell off the wall while I was sleeping. I tried to put it back, but it didn't want. But anyways, like I'm saying, I have a vision board as to what I want to do, and I take a step of mile to each of it is to get to the bigger goal of what I want in life. And I think it's important when you're making a vision board, definitely make a dating vision board so you can see how your life wants. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I write out goals, weekly goals, daily goals. That is what keeps me going, and I'm pretty sure it would keep my relationship going. My last relationship didn't work out because I was just simply too mature. I knew how to communicate. And I just know what I want. So certain things that were going on in the relationship, I just couldn't accept, couldn't allow. Like, if somebody can go days without talking to you, you don't need to be with them, because the person who you're trying to plan your life with shouldn't be able to go days, hours without communicating or just talking to you, period. That means they're not really interested in you, or they don't see you as important in their life. And I'm not going to say they don't see you, they're not interested in you, but they don't see you important in your life. They don't think that you can help them, or or they can help you. Relationship is a give and take, so don't forget that as well. You're both leeching off of each other, but you're both growing together at the same time. Like I said, a relationship is a blessing and a curse, especially in this generation. And I say it's a curse because it's so much that you got to go through in a relationship that you got to fight through. You got people who grow apart and who just never click back, and things that happen. People are human at the end of the day, so things are going to happen. I'm very understanding as long as you communicate. That's just me. That's just a little bit of what I wanted to talk about. Since it's Valentine's Day, I just wanted to tell you guys, give you guys advice on dating after Valentine's Day. Don't create the false narratives in your head. If you see a red flag, leave. If they can't give you what they're asking of you, they can't give you what you need or what you want. So therefore, leave. Don't confuse yourself when you're dating by throwing sexual intercourses or relations into it. If you cannot separate the difference, do not do that to yourself, because that's when you get confused and all of these miscommunications, and then you have all of these situations and you're feeling not like yourself. That is it. And last and but not least, because I don't wanna take too long on this. Last but not least, but also pour back into yourself. If you don't want to have options dating, don't have options. But just don't close yourself off to one thing. Unless, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, don't close yourself off unless there's a but. And I don't know what the but is. For me, I can't really explain it. Like, I know when not to close myself off. Like, I know the process of dating and I know what I want. So it's just like, when you know what you want, you do the research on certain things. Like, I watch a lot of podcasts relating to dating and relationships and married people and married couples that go through things. Not saying that this is what they're doing behind closed doors, because behind closed doors you never know. But I just know what I want, so I just know how to protect my heart, specifically because I've been in situations where my heart has been broken. So like, I know how to give, pour, guide my heart, and have my mental days. I do need to take my mental days, not just from dating, school too, but you know, to get myself back into place. But anyways, that's all I want to give you guys today. I hope that you guys like this, and that it's not all over the place. I am going to go get me some food because I am hungry, and then I'm going to see what's up with editing the video and uploading it. Again, happy Valentine's Day, or happy self-love day, even though self-love day is every day. Love yourself.
No. This distance is taking a hold of me for sure. Baby girl.